There are trans normies out there, which I think is really interesting, because I feel like when you transition, like you really have to sort of get into a different mindset. And if you don't, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, but if you say you're trans and you don't change, I feel like that's kind of weird. That's what trans means, to transition from like one thing to to another, right? If you don't change during that process, I feel like it's weird. I'll be honest, Lala, when I was your age, I really wanted a hot trans girlfriend. I really did. I thought it would be like, man, when I was around that age, I would have thought it'd be so cool to have a hot trans girlfriend. I'd be like, man, I would have loved that girl so much. She would have been the most special princess on the goddamn planet. But, something about trans culture is, or at least here in Boston, it's kind of weird. Like, the trans people that I meet, all respect out to, everyone who can, like, transition around there and everything, but, like, the trans culture in Boston, it's kind of weird. Like, a lot of the trans people that I meet are basically, like, homeless people. And I'm like, okay, I came as sort of like, your average white male, average in, like, every sense, average height, average weight, average family things. The people that I meet around here, yeah, man, people be picking up cigarettes off the ground and lighting it. And I was out with, like, after like one of the trans meetings in Boston, somebody did that. They picked up a cigarette off the ground. I would have been like, I would have bought you some fucking cigarettes. Don't pick that shit up off the ground. And I don't know. Some trans people just do some really weird stuff. And I feel like there's not a need for that. Like, to transition, you really have to overcome your fears. And if you're still afraid of using the women's bathroom, even if you haven't gotten the surgery yet, it's like, man, you've overcome so many fears. Oh, fuck the whole bathroom, man. Man, I had a dick. I was going in the girls' bathroom. Ain't nobody cared. When that bill passed saying that I could use the trans bathroom, people came up to me and like, I voted for you so you could use the bathroom. And I'm like, I don't give a shit what you voted for so I can use the bathroom. I walk in whatever fucking bathroom I want, man. I walk in whatever bathroom I'm fucking comfortable with. I don't need somebody's vote to tell me that that's okay. Right? I don't need somebody's vote to tell me it's okay to use the bathroom. Fuck them. I'm ranting. Anyway. But full circle, you pass a lot of challenges when you transition, and if you're afraid to use the bathroom that you want to use, I feel like that's pretty weird, man. That's just another challenge you have to overcome. I don't know what I was doing. I was ranting. I'm just killing these guys and ranting. Anyway, there's so much stuff that you gotta go through to, like, transition, and, like, I don't know. Like, this person was so afraid to use the bathroom that, like, they ran in between, like, an alleyway and, like, peed on the ground, and I was like, yo, I'll buy you a beer. Like, right? Like, we can use the bathroom if we buy a beer. Like, it's okay. And a lot of the bathrooms in, like, bars around Boston, they're small, so it's only, like, a single bathroom. Buy a beer, use the bathroom, have a couple drinks, but, like, no, like, they insisted to, like, run out in the alleyway and, like, go and squat pee. I'm like, oh, man. Pretty weird, man. Trans community is so weird around them. So, like, as much as I can I respect people for like what they do, trans people around here are just weird. Weirder than me. I admit that I'm weird. Weirder than me, which is, you know, you have to you have to do a lot for that. I'm pretty weird. I'm pretty weird, man. I ain't a normie in any sense of the word, like in any sense. I totally like to do, like, I really do forge my own path, and I like to because there's things in life when, like, you know, something's presented to you and, you know, you just do X when you're presented with that. And, I don't know, for me, like, me and my friends, like, when we were in high school, like, we weren't in with the cool kids. Mostly because they were jerks and assholes, and I find that that's still normal today, which is interesting. But, you know, instead of, like, being told by, you know, society what we should do and pick in all these different situations, you know, we want to decide, you know, use our brain, that thing between our shoulders, and maybe decide for ourselves, you know, what's right or wrong in this situation, or what somebody should do in a given situation, instead of just doing what you're told to do. My friends, you can tell, my friends and I were definitely rebels in high school. My friends definitely rebels in high school. So, you know, we challenged a lot of ideals like that. I'm trying to think of like a woke take, kind of, yeah. Think for yourself, yeah. It's super woke. Do the right thing. Don't, you know, don't let somebody else tell you what's right and wrong. I don't know. I don't think that's super woke. My surgery kind of messed up. I say kind of because, well, it went sort of well from the beginning, but I didn't have a lot of guidance or knew what I was doing afterwards, so when you get an MTF surgery, you're basically supposed to stretch out your pussy like every day, right? Multiple times a day. And sort of something happened to me, and it was bleeding a lot, so I freaked out, so I stopped doing that. It's sort of closed up. I mean, I can get re-surgery for it, but you know, my front side closed up, so I'm pretty much you know, I wish it didn't. I wish I knew what to do, and I got some I was able to get advice from my doctors on what the fuck was going on, but I got my surgery in Pennsylvania, and when I had questions, the doctor's office just wouldn't answer me at all, so I had no guidance on what I was doing. And if there's anything that if I learned about stuff like that, stuff that's that complex, you definitely want help with. You don't want to solo that stuff.
If the Elden Ring would truly have you.
Thanks for watching my video, guys. I'm Rose. If you liked the video, or if you found it helpful at all, please consider smashing that like and subscribe button. And if you're considering it, I do take donations, even as little as $1 helps a lot. So please consider supporting the channel. And yeah, have a good one, the internet. Peace. Pretty weird, man.